Those hands and lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. Now with you, now with you, the sky.
Welcome to the Chiltern Trainspotters, and welcome to the Downfast podcast, the best podcast on YouTube, episode 19. So today we'll be talking about
Transport for Wales, Class 398 units have been revealed. Cat on roof causes Pendolino havoc. Northern Powerhouse rail plans submitted. And new tube for London design revealed. So let's get straight into our first topic.
Yes, so we've had our in the chat EM166 and Summer Transport 466. Thank you all for joining. But yeah, our first topic today is that the British Railway Class 398 City Link for Transport for Wales has been the design of it has been revealed, as you can see on the screen. So the 398 City Link will be a class of tram trains which will be built for Transport for Wales by Swiss rolling stock manufacturer Stadler Rail, who also built some of the Class 68s. What else?
flirts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so 745, 755s for Greater Anglia. And yeah, so they'll be operating on the Valley lines from to Aberdare, Merthyr Tydfil and Rhymney. And there'll be 36 of them built, and I don't know if they started construction yet, but yeah, they'll be replacing all of the current Transport for Wales metro fleet, I believe. So Wales is not really something that we talk about often on this channel, as we are the Chiltern Trainspotters.
And Wales is quite far away, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
From us?
especially more cardboard seats. CM176 said. Well,
Yeah.
they
Hopefully
don't
they'll
look
be
too
like the
bad.
flirt
hopefully
ones,
they're
which
not
aren't too
as
bad.
bad. But I mean, looking at
I mean,
they look
like,
like,
who made the flirt? Stadler.
yeah, the same people.
Is it the same people?
hmm
Yeah,
Who are
who are
making
making
these?
these?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll be the same ones on the 745, 755s. But like,
Yeah.
I think
hmm
Stadler has sort of done a good thing with their seats compared to like
They kind of
Hitachi.
raise the standard a bit from what was
Yeah,
going on before, I guess.
like
Yeah,
compared to the crappy 800s,
Yeah.
they're a lot better
hmm I
than
think
the
from the
no, they're not. They're a lot worse than. Sorry.
yeah from the pictures on the screen, it looks like they're the same seats
yeah, they are.
Yeah,
as the Flirt,
Same seats
and
as
they have
800.
tables, which I think is pretty interesting.
yeah.
But I think
I mean,
Mm.
the
looking at the picture now, the floor looks a bit
yeah,
weird, but like
I mean
Yeah,
it's not
that's
anything
the only thing.
special. Yeah, I mean I think it's
Yeah,
pretty cool how it's like they're not. I mean they are trains, but they're like tram trains. Like if you look at the concept art, it looks a lot more like a tram than it does a train. I think
yeah,
that's
yeah,
pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. It kind of I think it seems a bit random though. Maybe just to enhance that kind of metro feeling. I don't know, but
yeah. I think if you're gonna have like a metro tram style train, I think there should be like two doors on the carriage, not just one. Like,
yeah.
'cause if it's supposed to be like a capacity sort of in mind train, I'd put more doors on the coach instead of just one.
yeah. I mean,
Or
Yeah,
and I don't see how it's a metro train when I mean I know it's a good thing to have tables, but like if they're gonna have
yeah,
tables, um, and it's
I
kind
mean,
of interesting. I think it's something that's never been. I mean, you have like this
yeah,
the Sheffield Super Tram. I've never done it, but it
yeah,
looks pretty cool. How I guess it's kind of the
yeah.
same the design, but I guess it
Looks very
has to
modern,
be
doesn't it?
yeah. But I guess it has to be
mm.
Yeah,
diesel though. It's not. It doesn't run on
yeah,
OHLE because the only OHLE in Wales is Cardiff to Newport and a bit in like actually no, they're down in like Hollyhead or anything like that. So
yeah. I mean, on the fact of tables on a metro style train,
mm,
I think that's actually a good thing
yeah,
because
true.
if you think of like what we've got, the 165s, if you're sat in a berth of six with like other 6 foot commuters and you're just sat there and it's
Yeah,
quite awkward because all your knees are literally like they're literally
Yeah,
just you're really cramped in. But on peak time trains,
yeah.
I usually try and sit in a two
Yeah,
window
that's
berth.
that's a big problem on the 165s as well because it's 3+2, and it's
mm.
impossible to fit 3 people in the three bit of the three plus
Yeah,
two. So like,
because the seats are really really narrow.
yeah, um, I remember when Avanti had plans to have
Yeah.
standard. I don't know what they were going to call it, like cheap
I think it was
class,
traveller class or
cattle
something.
class on their
Yeah. I can't
390s.
remember what it was called.
I
I think
know.
it was like traveller class.
Yeah, and they were planning to have. I mean, I think they've ditched the idea now, but they were planning to have 3+2 on the Pendolinos, and I think that would have been even worse because of the Pendolinos are like designed to be a high speed train, kind of almost luxury, and
Yeah.
they're very kind of curved and tube
Yeah.
circular, and like
Tilting toilets.
yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why flirts have one set of doors in each carriage is because the 90 sets had single doors. That's an interesting point. I
Yeah.
never thought of that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but like, it'd be better if they just had like two doors, two
but remember
wide
that what we're
doors.
talking about here isn't a flirt. This is a metro tram class 398, not a
Yeah.
755 or a 745. So,
I think the
Mm.
745s are really fit for what they do,
mhm.
but I
Yeah,
don't
they're
think that
perfect.
the two, like one single door on a coach is like good
For a
for a
metro
metro
train.
type train.
Mhm. I mean,
I mean,
I,
if you look at what
yeah.
Bombardier did with the 345s, they've got what is it, 3 or is it 4 doors on a coach?
3.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's very long. Imagine Voyagers having 3+2.
I don't want to think of that.
I don't. Very. I mean, if I guess if Avanti would have gone with the their plans, and they would have done that on the Voyagers, and I just think it wouldn't have worked. Um,
yeah, true.
the the cat on the roof mistook the Pendolino for a litter tray, as the 390s think of toilets. Yes, yes, they do. Um, but I mean, I don't know if I can get any better pictures. Yeah, so I was gonna say like the Metro Transport for Wales fleet at the minute.
Highest Southwestern Railways Bus 2020.
We are
Sorry,
good,
I butchered
thank
your
you.
name there, but hello.
How are you?
Hi.
Southwestern Train, Jesus Christ, Southwestern Railway Spotter 2020. Um, yeah. But I think it's good that they're replacing the whole Transport for Wales kind of Metro. I know,
Yeah.
what I mean, because that
What are these replacing? 150s?
150, 153,
150s.
170, class 769. Um, I
170s are staying.
one well,
Mm.
Wikipedia is wrong then. And imagine Voyagers being scrapped in even better 40 and 176. Well,
Yeah.
unfortunately, I think that the Voyagers from um Avanti, when they go after
Avanti are
get the
going to
810s,
cross
they're going
country.
to cross country, so there's no end in sight. Are you going to see the new class 701 to London Waterloo? Well, Liam has I mean, me and Liam
I've
have
done a
watched.
video on them.
Yeah, Liam's done a video on them, and I've seen it at Basingstoke. I mean, hold on, I'll
Nothing
get the link.
interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a link in the chat now. Class 701. Yeah, okay. There's a link in the chat there to our. Yeah, I know sometimes it was 6 because I clicked off, but it should be back now. Yeah, so that's our video that we did in the 701. Yeah, Liam, you recorded that, didn't you? Where did you record it? Wasn't
Yeah.
it like, um, yeah. Anyway, strong possibility that yeah, we heard
Mm.
about that. I mean,
Yeah, we've heard
I
about
didn't
it.
think it was true, but I've seen some
What are
posts
we
now.
gonna get back in
Nothing.
Oh,
It's a shame though, because the 172s are I mean, I've been on them. I mean, Liam, I think you've been. Have you been on one?
Been on a couple,
They're
not many.
they're very
I
nice.
remember we got on your trainee in 176 to, was it Gerrard's
Yeah.
Cross on a 172?
Mm.
Yeah, that was it was a nice ride.
It's a nice unit, because they only have
Mainly
4 of
because you were
them.
driving,
Yeah.
but
Because
yeah,
they
it
only
was
have
a
4 of
very nice, yeah.
them.
It wasn't didn't push you around too much, and it was quite
It's a
a
nice surprise actually.
yeah.
They're,
The air conditioning actually worked in it as
mhm.
well, which was a
They're
nice
quite.
surprise.
I mean,
Mm.
we well, we didn't go on. Yeah, we didn't go on one. Well, I mean, before August, which is when we went on one last, what we just talked about. Well, I had never been on a. I mean, I have been on, but I haven't been on one for ages, so I completely forgot.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
they're actually really
Quite a nice
nice.
surprise.
Um,
Mm.
I mean, from a driver's point of view, the cab's quite cramped, isn't it? But
yeah, but
from a passenger point of view, it's quite a good train.
what the
Mm.
hell? This message was automatically hold for review. Hold on, let me just review it. Southeastern Railway spotter, Southwestern Railway. I'm not going to approve your message just because we can't. I would, but I don't want to. Yeah, we don't give shout outs. Sorry. Really makes sense to get rid of the. Yeah, E176, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hopefully, if what was I going to say? If EMR goes through with getting rid of their 222s, they
Yeah.
might come to Chiltern.
Do
That
you
might happen.
Southwestern Railway spotter asked, do you know when the Class 701s are coming into service? Liam, do you know
Probably
that?
June.
Okay.
June is the
Yeah,
earliest.
earliest. Yeah, in 176. So I guess it's probably because at the minute they don't really. I don't think are they. I don't know if they're using them at all at the minute. Because they only have four of them, but I guess that four units is quite a lot for Chiltern, to be honest. But
Yeah. I mean,
I would
Yeah.
be
they
pretty.
only really use
I'd be
them on
pretty sad.
Oxford. They only really use them on Oxford, Stratford, and Jarrett's
Yeah,
Cross. Really, that's all I
I
can
guess
think.
it's I guess it's uh what was I gonna say? I guess that's still a train. Like
Mm. Which Chiltern don't have enough of.
Yeah, it's rare. Southern Transport 466 for a
what's it
168
stink of poo?
of poo. Maybe
Maybe.
the tanks haven't been emptied for a while, so
Yeah,
maybe that's why it was a bit stinky. But yeah, usually Chiltern toilets are actually. I don't want to say they smell nice because that's just a bit
that's a bit
weird,
weird,
but
but
like
Mm.
they don't smell like I wouldn't want to smell
yeah.
a toilet,
E176
but
said
like yeah,
all the 172s are out of service. Yeah, but I
yeah.
guess
That's the thing.
Mm.
The 68s aren't they? They're only operating one like a week
yeah,
now, I
they're not
think.
going to give the 68s to West Midlands, so that's
No.
fine. But they all. I don't know. I don't want to see them go, but yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
Like
It's a shame, isn't it?
it's a
Because
shame.
Chiltern,
I mean, we
as
might get
soon
them
as we come
back at
out
the
of
end
the
of the day,
lockdown,
but
like as
yeah,
soon as we come out of the lockdown, Chiltern are going to be in some
yeah.
serious like stock issue trouble.
But
That's
I guess you
but
could
you know,
argue that they're not tripcock fitted, so they can't really
yeah,
use them
Yeah.
on what they could be, because I think they could be suited to our line definitely, given they don't have tables but they're 2+2, so they're relatively high capacity and they're
yeah.
new and got aircon. I couldn't imagine 68s with WMR, neither, so I'm trying to put 466. Uh,
I
it
reckon
would
if
be unnecessary.
if not TP, I reckon if West Mids was to get like a loco type service or like a high speed type service, it would be like one of the Novas, sort of like 3970.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't really think they would need it because they don't really operate long distance services, and anything that is long distance, they already have the new trains coming for. Forgot.
Yeah,
The Class 77 is going to South Eastern Railway. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Liam's very excited about that.
Liam is very
Yeah,
excited
I
about
am.
that because there will be
First new train.
local trains. Uh,
Be nice if we could get some new trains.
yeah, it would. Chiltern. Thanks.
Yeah,
I mean, the franchise ends at the end of the year, so we'll see what happens. We'll keep you
yeah,
updated. Um,
yeah.
68 lease end in December 21. I don't. That
Oh
would be
gosh.
something. That's what. I if they go, then we would have to get. I would want them. I would want to get new trains. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the 68s
Brand new
go, we'd
trains.
need a new high capacity commuter, like loco premium service,
yeah,
Mm.
definitely.
because that's one of like the busiest services you'll get on Chiltern, like
Oh
normally when there's not
God,
like an event.
yeah. I mean,
Mm.
But
that
like,
doesn't necessarily mean they'll go, but like it, we
yeah,
could get 67s back or something. But it'll be quite sad because it is obviously. I
yeah,
would think they're definitely the best locos on
yeah. I mean, Ian
best stock on
176
Chiltern.
prefers he prefers the 67s over the 68s.
Yeah,
They're better ride quality
I
apparently.
don't really remember the 67s, but apparently they're like more unreliable and things. But you
Mm.
know, I don't really have
67s can do 125 though, which is quite cool.
Yeah, but 68s can do 100, and the max speed of Chiltern is 100 anyway, so
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter. mean, yeah. Anyway, shall we go on to our next topic now,
Yeah.
which is that a cat on the roof of a pendolino causes havoc. So, what does it say? So, on Tuesday evening, a cat was discovered on a train roof at London Euston Station, a whisker away from hitting 125 mile an hour right up north. Uh, at Southeastern, at Southwestern, we say goodbye to 456, 455, 458, 707, and we still have we still have the 450, 444, 159, 701, and you also have 158s. Um, Yeah, that's interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't really travel in southeastern, southwestern that much, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't know why they got.
Meow
I think the
indeed.
reason, yeah, meow. I don't know why the reason they got rid of 707s. I think one of the reasons because they didn't have toilets or something. Um,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting fitted with toilets on Southeastern.
oh, are they? Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. So back to the topic.
Yeah.
Passengers were transferred to a replacement train with only a slight delay, and the train was taken out of service, so the staff could coax the cat down, where it was
I wonder if the cat
precarious.
thought the train was going to Catford, like on the Catford loop.
Ha
That's
ha!
why it wanted to
You're very
arrive.
Haha,
funny.
so funny.
Well,
You're a
it's a shame it
comedian.
didn't get struck by the overhead catenary.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That would have been a catastrophe.
Okay then. Right.
Oh.
Moving on. Yeah.
Mm.
So, the train was originally headed to Manchester, but obviously the cat got up there. Nobody knows how the cat got up there. I don't know. How do you think it did get up there? Like,
You see that thing behind like the where it is, like behind the cat?
what do you mean?
I think it
Oh,
might have
like the kind of like the roof,
the
like
concrete.
yeah.
I think
I'll
it might
zoom
have
in
been
so you
like
can see what.
just a cat that lived nearby, and just sort of wanted to go on a bit of a walk, and found like this concrete jungle.
Oh, really? Yeah, 177. I didn't know that. That they were cheapest to buy 781s and keep. Oh, they don't
Oh,
have a toilet, and some don't have air conditioning on the 707s. I thought
They
no.
all have aircon.
I think they all
They
have
all
it.
have aircon.
Yeah. So what we're talking about is that concrete. So you can probably see it. Did it have a ticket? Probably
Probably not.
probably not. But
might have had an e-ticket.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can see the. So what I was talking about there is the concrete. If you look directly behind the cat, you can see kind of the concrete. I don't know what you call like concrete girders, I guess. I mean, it could have come
Yeah.
from anywhere, but
Wait,
yeah. It's just been on the train since it came from
Yeah, from Manchester or
Mm.
Liverpool or whatever.
It's a pretty interesting situation though. They got so much publicity as well. It was quite funny, but
Yeah. It's trending
I
on
think it was
Google
even on
for
like
like.
the BBC like 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's one of like the most famous cats probably like in London.
Imagine just finding out it was your cat um that's stuck on a train roof at Euston. Like, that'd just be so funny. You can go to
Mm.
Wimbledon and see the new 701. Yeah,
Yeah.
Southwestern Railway Spotter. We've already seen them. I posted the link before.
Yeah.
It's if you scroll up in the chat, it's there. But I posted the link. Yeah, I posted the link before. If you wanna have a look. I mean, Liam? What do you think of the 701s? Because you did the video of them. So what do you think of them?
They're nothing special. They're
Fair
adventurers,
enough.
so.
I think. I mean, I don't. Yes, no, but thank you. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I don't really have an opinion on them. I think they're
Yeah. Just
well,
sort of like a neutral train.
they're not
Mm.
interesting, but at the same time, they're not
I mean,
special.
it's sort of like the 455s. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't normally go on one. I'd go on like a
I've only
450
ever
or
been
something.
on a 455 once not once or twice, maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I mean, I think probably my favorite train on the Southeastern network is probably a 458, if I'm honest, because I don't know what they're quite. I mean, they're not the nicest trains on the inside from the passenger experience, but I think they're quite unique in the fact that they started out as completely different trains. Some of them anyway,
The
and
458's
Yeah.
the X460s.
some of them.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Some of them.
Yeah.
some of them, and then some of them are also because they didn't have gangways before, but they modified them to have gangways. So, and like, they redid all the cab and stuff. I mean, I remember we
Yeah.
did, I think it was July or June maybe. I live near 455s, 377s, also 387s on Gatwick Express. I've transport 466. It said, oh,
Hmm.
that's cool. Liam lives near 377s.
I don't
And
like them. They're horrible.
oh, I can remember when 455s were new and 176 said, yeah, I remember I've watched some of those British Rail like training videos you can find on YouTube, and I've seen how everyone thought that the like automatic doors and stuff like that were really cool and like futuristic.
Yeah.
But now it's just kind of like
I
the
mean,
the
my
norm.
dad used to live in Denham, and he remembers when the 165s come in brand new. That he was like, cause he used to go up to London because his nan used to go to the doctors or is it a dentist or something in London, and he was like, one day it wasn't like the first gen DMUs, and it was like a 165, and he was like, wow, they've got opening windows and, well, not opening, they've got automatic doors and aircon, and they're really cool. But yeah, he remembers when they were brand new and they were like sort of like, what's the word, sort of groundbreaking, like next
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
generation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a new
quite,
depot at Feltham. Yes, there are. Geez, I can't speak today. Yes, there is, and when 508s were new on Southwestern, yeah, I've only ever because they've gone to Merseyrail now. I don't. Some of the
yeah,
455s have middle carriages from
Yeah, they do.
I don't know 507s or
yeah.
508s.
They're the flat. They've got like
Yeah,
flat
flat
roofs.
roofs.
That's how you can
I mean,
tell them out.
I've been to Liverpool and done Merseyrail once. I don't really remember it, but I think the Merseyrail system is something that we definitely need to do again because
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's very unique in itself. Like, and also they're getting their new 707 soon as well, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Anyway, I think
yeah.
we'll move on to our next topic now, which is that Northern Powerhouse rail plans are hold on, let me find the link are submitted and on the eve of a budget announcement. So, what are being described as the final recommendations for Northern Powerhouse Rail has been made by leaders in the region who are urging the government to give it its support. Uh, do you know when it opens? I
No
don't think
clue.
anyone
Not from the
knows.
top of my head, no.
No.
Like I'm not.
Transport for the North sent its official plan to Westminster, saying that now is not the time now is not the time to scale back on ambition. So two priorities leading the case are being made by Transport for the North. One of them is the conventional new is new conventional rails and upgrade to existing routes in the north, and the other is eastern leg of HS2 from West Midlands to Leeds. So tomorrow's budget is expected to be followed within weeks by government's integrated rail plan, which will clarify the department's transport policy and its investment strategy. It bring back 142s and 176 said, well, that's yeah,
Controversial.
controversial, but interesting. I think a few of them are being preserved anyway, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, there's some at the Wensleydale Railway.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
Mm.
in. I mean, they're kind of just part of Britain now, like if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it's a weird because they started out as a stopgap, didn't they? But now they stayed for 30 odd years, which I think is pretty
Yeah,
interesting. Shows good the north-south divide as well, but
Yeah.
and they used to be like buses, didn't they? Which is like, it's
yeah,
mental that they
Leyland
turned a bus
buses, which
into a
means
train.
Mm.
yeah,
Sort
yeah,
of like it's like no one would have thought to do that, but like British Rail was in like a really bad
yeah,
time and they
bad
had
time,
to
bad state.
Mm.
improvise,
hmm
and they just thought of like, yeah, let's put a bus on a train and give it like
Why
put
is
an
the audio
express
keep
freight
cutting out?
wagon.
It shouldn't be Southern Transport 466. I'm gonna have a look at the settings,
That's
but
weird.
it shouldn't be. I
I'm
mean,
just listening to it now, so I might not reply for a sec.
okay. But yeah, so you can see the map of the Northern Powers Rail on the screen. I'll just zoom in on that quickly. Um,
Yeah, it's fine on my end.
okay. Aylesbury
It's
Ridgeway
fine here as
Shuttle
well.
142. Well,
No,
that would be. I mean, I remember when it
the
was.
track's too bumpy down that
Yeah.
line. It
Okay,
they'll
7
they'll fly
466.
Mm.
off into people's gardens
Yeah.
24/7.
Yeah. So you can see a map. Did you know you can you can use a back card? Oh, bank card to get to. Yes. Yes, we do know that. But thanks for the tip. It's something we're doing after lockdown. So, so what you can see on the screen is what is the proposed map of Northern Powerhouse rails. You can see in purple is the upgraded lines. So basically, if you don't know, Northern Powerhouse Rail is basically re-energizing and rejuvenating the railways in the north to kind of bring them up to the standard that they are in the south, basically. So you can see that the line between Hull, Sheffield, Manchester, York, Huddersfield, Leeds, it's all going to be upgraded, and HS2 will run between East Midlands and York and Leeds, as well as proposed HS3 between Leeds and Liverpool line due to the next phase of HS2. And obviously in the uh, grey is the existing main lines, which are not going to get any upgrades. So
Yeah.
the North, anyway, has been receiving some upgrades recently. I mean, I know a lot of the lines so between Manchester, goodbye, South Western Railway, spotter. Um, so
See you later, Southwest.
yeah, see you later. And
Bye.
yes, and yeah, but Manchester, Liverpool's been electrified, Blackpool to Preston's been electrified, and a lot of things have got reopened the Woodhead route. Ian 176 said, I mean, God, that closed ages ago. I mean, that's a route. That's probably one of the first routes I drove in Train Simulator, if I'm honest. But
Yeah. Where did that go from?
it was like Sheffield to. It was It was the. Oh God, I can't remember. I think it was Sheffield
Was it Sheffield to
or
Manchester or Sheffield?
something like that. Um,
Yeah.
so it was like Sheffield
Sheffield
Victoria
to.
to somewhere. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I think isn't that
That's
where?
a funny destination on some too.
Yeah,
Sheffield.
Sheffield Victoria, where Chiltern or what were they before? Yeah, Sheffield to Manchester. Yeah, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Sheffield Victoria. I mean, that was interesting how you have the special destinations.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, there's a video. I'll find the video. Hold on.
I think it got taken down, but I'm not
Oh,
sure.
did it? Hold on 1 second. Sheffield, Victoria. Southern Transport 466 remembers that. Um, yeah, I can't find it. Yeah, no, I think it probably got taken down.
Yeah.
But if you don't know, basically on the class 172, um, they have they have a some on Chiltern. They have some special destinations which have the old. Not many drivers know the codes, but they type in a code and it has all the old like
Yeah.
Great Central Railway, Grand Central Railway.
Yeah. Grand Central Rail. It closed July 1981.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah.
And it has the Sheffield Victoria destinations basically, and all the stops. So I don't know. I'd have to go through them. Quainton, Greater Quainton Road. What else?
I think Manchester, Victoria, or
Manchester,
something.
Victoria, Calver. When that maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Calvert.
Calver. All of those places that's just gone now. I mean, Calver is
Yeah. Freight terminal.
a freight terminal, and it's getting I mean, it was gonna get revitalized part of East to West Rail, but nobody knows if that's gonna happen anymore. Um, Mileage from Leeton to Marylebone is measured from Manchester via. Wow, I never knew that in 176. That is Calvert in Buckinghamshire. I think it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. It's if you go
It's sort of
past
just
Aylesbury Vale
just north of
Parkway in Quainton
Quainton.
Road, so Buckinghamshire Road Centre at Quainton Road, you should go there because I
So,
work there.
it was on the new East-West Rail line that's been
Yeah.
proposed. It's Brackley basically. It's like it's on the way to from Aylesbury to like where is it? Bletchley. That's it.
Yeah, and
It's
Bicester
that was
Village.
an old line. Yeah,
Yeah, but that was
yeah.
yeah. So now I mean, recently they've had what have they had? They've had free. They've had daily HS2 trains that go there now to drop off HS2
It was
supplies.
twice daily now. It's twice
Oh, is
daily now.
it? Yeah, so it's
Or it's
11.
either twice or
Yeah,
thrice.
it's
Like, is that
11. It's
thrice a
11
word?
miles north of Calvert. Jesus, 11 miles north of
Yeah.
Aylesbury and 5 miles north
If
of
you go on
Clayton
Google
Road.
Maps and follow the line from Aylesbury Rail Parkway down to, like, just keep on going down the line, you'll eventually get to Bletchley Station.
Yeah,
Like,
and
keep on
like
going
from the
down, you'll eventually get to
flyover.
Bletchley.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah.
real-time trains now. So today, so I mean yesterday there was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is Aylesbury to Milton Keynes still going ahead? That's great news.
Oh, good. In
That would
176.
definitely be a
Yeah.
route that I'd like
So
to
at the
go
minute
on.
so yesterday there were 4 Calvert trains. I think they're not all of them are HS2 trains. Only I think some of them are. I don't know what it is. It's like aggregate, like kind of waste trains. I think.
It's a spoil trains, I think.
Yeah.
It's no, it's I watched a video on it. It supplies for the HS2 stuff, so it's like it can be
Yeah.
anything can be
Anything.
gravel to like
I mean,
dirt,
and
basically,
it's even running on
for roads.
weekends now. And before it never used to do that. So on
Yeah,
weekends there are 2 from Acton to 1 from Acton and 1
yeah.
from Titherington to Calvert, and they're all DB66s.
Calvert's going to be the main maintenance depot. You know
Wow,
what? I actually think that's good
Wow.
to hear
that's
because
good.
they
Yeah.
might notice, like not notice, they might maybe do some improvement work for the Chiltern Main Line to
Yeah.
make it more.
Mhm.
But it's highly unlikely. But I hope they
It's,
do.
I don't know.
Like sort of just maybe upgrade some stuff, like put some money into the main line.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, because Calvert is. I don't know what it's like. I've never been, but
I've been down Calvert. I went on the what was it, Sopwith Camel
yeah,
Chiltern
yeah. Chiltern 165
rail tour.
excursion. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so slow and horrible because we kept on stopping every like half a mile
Yeah.
for the bloody
It need.
Chiltern press team to go out and get photos.
it needs upgrades. The line is
Yeah.
completely. Clay from London Super Sewer work going into Calvert.
Ooh.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh, that's cool. I mean,
I mean,
it's not.
I've seen what they're doing. They're making like roads and stuff now for like
Yeah, I remember.
um
Yeah. They're doing
yeah
that a lot with HS2 though, building roads
yeah.
up to the access
Yeah.
points and things. I remember reading a
I
news
went
article.
past. You know how we've talked about the basically tree huggers that
Yeah,
basically hang out
in
in
Wendover.
Wendover.
Yeah,
I went past them there this morning, and like you can see all the work they've done. They've put like loads of like tree houses up, and behind them, like on the other side of the
is a train
railway,
track.
you can see where they've like done loads of work. So there's like a major access point in
Jesus.
Wendover on the other side
Oh,
of the
wow.
roundabout, and
Yeah.
it's like
Liam, you should come and see
mental.
it one day. When we're out of
Yeah.
lockdown. In
Mm.
176
Calvert is a
Calvert.
landfill
Yeah,
site, and then
that's so they
Route
used to have
2.
trains
Yeah.
come before COVID and that, and still some of them are
Yeah.
waste trains.
But yeah, it used to be like bins. I used to call them the smelly bin
The
train.
smelly bin trains.
Like in a hot summer's day when they've been sat in
Oh.
like Aylesbury Loop for a
Do,
while.
do you
Oh,
remember we
God.
at Maiden? Do you remember we were at
Oh,
Maidenhead
yeah.
and
They were,
that was
you
this
know, they were
year.
empty. There was
What?
no rubbish in them. They were empty.
They stank. Who takes SLR shots for that and what camera do? Me and Alfie use DSLRs.
I've hi Eddie's Adventures, by the way.
Yeah,
I haven't said
hello.
hi yet.
Hi.
But
Sorry.
hello. I have got a Canon 4000D, and Ollie has got a Canon. Is it 200?
EOS, yeah, 200D, and we also have
200.
Liam also has a mirrorless
I
SX.
do all the thumbnails.
Yeah, SX60
Yeah.
So they're all mine.
SX. Okay, SX60 HS, and I also have one of those, and we also have various, phones,
Yeah.
GoPros and
I
stuff.
mean,
But
I've got like what is it?
drones.
Hang on, let me have a look. I've got a 51 times zoom Canon camcorder and a GoPro Hero
No
8
problem, Eddie's
Black.
Adventures. Yeah,
But like,
and
yeah,
I have
we've
I
got
have
a
a
lot of equipment
GoPro
now.
Hero 7 camcorder, and that's it. And Liam also has a GoPro, and yeah. Yeah, well, that's what we use for recording mainly, because we're trying to move
Yeah.
away from train spotting videos now and go more onto
Trip
Sort of
travel
reports,
trip.
vlogs
stuff
and
like
stuff, because
that.
that's what you voted as in your that's what you voted for in the
In the
community poll that
poll.
we put out. So that's what we're trying to move. I mean, that's what we were trying to do before, because our train spotting videos don't get as many views, obviously, and that's not what
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
we're not like we don't. It's not saying we just do it
We
for the
don't
views.
want views. We just want to bring like more
Yeah.
sort of professional content and not just train spotting
Yeah.
videos anymore. We want to expand our train spotting range.
Yeah, travel logs and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, back to the. I think we kind of diverged from the topic a bit there, but
Yeah.
yeah. So with the Northern Palace Rail, I think especially as talked about with the Pacers before, there is quite when we had the Pacers and how they weren't getting replaced or raided or anything. It kind of showed the big kind of north-south divide that was kind of going on. How the north has all the,
Yeah.
I mean, older. I mean, in general, I mean, obviously there are some, obviously there,
It's great to see some love being spread to the north, isn't it? Like new
yeah,
trains, new
Mm.
railways and stuff.
and I
Very nice.
guess, yeah, very nice, and I think some of the North Railways are really nice, especially if you go up to Cumbria, places like that. And I mean, Scotland is kind of doing quite well with their trains because they have got rail and like
Yeah.
Scottish government. But Cumbria,
Mm.
that was Pacers and 156s before. Northern have had all their trains refurbished now to have decent interiors, and I think seeing like an upgraded kind of high speed North will be really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna
Get some new,
get
nice
some,
new trains.
yeah. So
Mm.
hopefully that goes well. Anyway, let's move on to our next topic now, which is that finally, after the original video was released, how many years ago?
6.
6 or 7 years ago now. The new tube for London final designs have been revealed. So, new walk-through and
Thank
air-conditioned
God.
trains will make Piccadilly lines faster, more frequent, and more reliable. From 2025, new generation tube trains for Piccadilly line will begin to replace the existing 1970s fleet. So, 94 new spacious trains with the name Inspiro London trains will serve customers on Piccadilly line. More capacity, more frequent and reliable service. So wider doors, walk-through, air-conditioned carriages with improved access from the platform and to train for a more comfortable and accessible journey. Aren't some 156s and 153s getting replaced in Northern or something? Yeah, I think they're because they got the
Yeah.
195s,
Yeah.
331s, and what else do they have?
I think it'll
170s
be
as well. They're getting.
the 156s, 153s, and 158s that'll be going. I believe,
I think the
but I'm not too sure.
158s. I don't know.
The
Um.
158 is stone.
Yeah,
Oh, are they?
some of their fleet is getting replaced because they got their new 195s and
Yeah.
170s. I remember when the
Yeah.
170s first came to Northern. I mean, Alfie did a video of
Yeah.
them on his old channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That was like one of the first services they did, like the first days. But yeah, they
uh,
were very nice. They're very nice
that's and
interior
that.
on the
Yeah.
northern.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I miss a 733 stock. Yeah, same. But yeah. 746.
I mean,
We prefer the Bakerloo
I
line as
prefer
well.
the 72
Yeah,
72 stock to the Bakerloo line. To the Bakerloo line, 72 stock to the 73 stock,
yeah.
but I can't speak.
Neither.
Mm.
Yeah, just because they've got a more sort of like I prefer the maquette in the 72 stock, and like
We just
it's close.
prefer them, I guess, because it's kind of our local tube line
Yeah,
as well. I mean,
yeah,
technically from Marylebone.
sort of terminus
Mm.
Yeah,
line.
I mean our local tube line officially is a Met line, but yeah. Hopefully these trains will kind of because the new S stock trains on the Met line, obviously the A stocks were nice and had loads of history about them, but these do look really nice, and the S
Yeah,
stocks are like
Mm.
basically setting the future for London,
the S
basically.
stock's like a revolution, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like
And
Yeah.
these trains have aircon
robot.
and walk-through carriages. I think for London Underground anyway, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I will miss standing at
Yeah,
the end of the carriage with the window open,
yeah,
with
Yeah.
all the wind coming in your face and stuff. But I think my only criticism with these is the windows are really small. They're like kind of
yeah,
portholes.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Um,
weird.
Another point that I was reading on Facebook, and another thing I'd like to point out, these have got Delna couplings instead
Yeah,
of the normal
Yeah.
tube coupling,
which is weird.
which is stupid.
Yeah. It's really
Because
weird.
it either mean that the if they get stuck, basically, they'll have to be rescued by one of their own type, or the battery locos will have to
Yeah,
have new battery locos, or like some kind of
yeah.
adapter, which would just be a bit
Uh,
weird. Like, seems a bit unnecessary.
1972 Mark II stock.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that could just be what it's like in the concept, and it could come out as
yeah.
normal couplings. I mean, we'll see. S stock are bugs. CM176 said. Is that a good thing? I don't know.
I
Like,
mean, they're scattered, aren't they? They're everywhere. Like,
oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, I think they're fit for their purpose. Like, I mean, some of them are
yeah,
what
Mm.
they're 2009, so some of them are over 10 years old now, and that's because I
yeah,
remember when they first came into service, and they were really good. I
yeah,
don't like trains only have air conditioning. I mean, our trains on our line only have air conditioning now. The 165s,
Yeah.
168s. Like they don't have any open windows or anything. The problem with aircon on the underground is that the technology for aircon was too big for the tube tunnels until recently. By the way, hello Leo, someone T said.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the S stocks, they just kind of realised that we need to have it now. And with
Eddie
with the
Benson
new
said, I
trains.
do like the 158s as they have air conditioning, but the windows can be open.
Yeah.
Plunge.
I mean, I remember we were speaking
Yeah.
to someone from Chiltern who worked at Chiltern, and the aircon on Chiltern's 165s is a lot more reliable than Great Western's 165s
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the Great Western 165s have their openable windows left in, but they're locked with a T key. And that basically means that air can get in and out. So it's not fully
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not fully sealed, and Underground stock has wedlock companies, yeah, but if you look on the concept art
Yeah.
here on the
Yeah.
A176, they have the
They've got
new trains have Delna
Delnas.
couplers.
They're the ones on the 350s.
Yeah,
And
someone else
like,
built
Yeah.
466. Yeah, so that basically means that the Great Western 165s are aircon is kind of not ineffective, but it's worse, and you know,
yeah.
yeah, and Chiltern
I mean,
165s don't
Yeah.
have
on
that.
Chiltern 165s, they're quite unreliable as well when it's really, really hot.
I mean, yeah, because they're only designed to operate up to 30 degrees, and if you don't know how they work, basically they draw in air from outside into the like a box, and that box has nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen in it, and that cools it. Like it runs around a loop for 15 minutes, and it cools it, and basically just yeah. But when
Mm.
it's really hot, because obviously the 165s weren't built with aircon, it makes them really slow and inefficient because it takes a lot of power for the aircon. By the way, the original underground line Paddington to Farringdon
Paddington.
what Paddington to Farringdon tunnels was played with steam trains. But yeah, because they were steam trains in
Yeah.
that time.
Oh,
Yeah, I can imagine. 158 so wardrobes, the N176 said. I think it's weird because in my opinion that they're nice, but at the same time they're quite cramped, but they're not at the same time.
like
Like
it's
Yeah.
sort of like a 313 cab because
yeah,
you've got like the actual driving, like what's it, deck, shall I call it?
yeah.
Like the driving panel.
Mm.
It's like it's really, really cramped. But
Air
then when you
cooling
get
in
out of the
176, sorry, or refrigerants. Let's call it
when you
by air
get out of
conditioning.
the when you get out of the cab bit in a 313,
Yeah,
it's like really it's one of the biggest cabs you can get, isn't
yeah.
it?
Mm.
It's
But yeah,
weird. I mean, yeah. With these new
165
Tube
shouldn't have it.
London trains, I think they do on the inside, apart from the window, they do look really nice. I mean, they can have like view, technology has adapted. Yeah, yeah, Simon Tees.
Mm.
It's
I don't
I
like the
think
front of it. The lights are
I
weird.
think it looks nice, like kind of futuristic. I mean, obviously this is
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
concept art, so it might not turn out like this. I mean, I think it will, but um,
I mean, I think these trains would suit the like Victoria line more than they'd suit the Piccadilly line
Yeah.
because the shape of the light is sort of like in a tube shape, so it will
yeah,
illuminate the whole
yeah,
tube.
Mm.
and
But
the tunnel.
it's all good in the
See you,
tube
Simon
until you get
Tees.
out into the
See
Uxbridge
ya.
Cockfosters area.
Yeah,
Um, and then they're just crap. They're just little tiny little lights.
yeah.
But yeah,
Mm.
I like the seats by the doors on the Sprint or Southern Transport 466. I mean, I've never really thought about that, you know.
I like them.
That's the thing about Sprinter doors.
I
Sprinter
mean,
doors are really thin.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand. What do you mean, Eddie's Adventures? Like, um, what do you mean? Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah. So we've kind of gone over time a bit, but you know, who really cares?
Mm.
Anyway, yeah. So I think that's all we have time for today on the Downfast podcast, the best
The
podcast.
door on at
Uh,
the free one.
Oh, so you're saying that the 313 should
Oh.
have gangways?
Yeah. I mean,
I
there's
don't
not really any point of them now, is there? Because
know.
they're literally on their
No.
last legs.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, Liam, do you think they should have gangways or?
Mm. No, they don't operate in six cars usually.
Yeah,
They
They
don't
only
operate in
operate
six
six car when
cars.
one's broken down, which is quite
yeah.
Yeah.
common, I guess, because they're unreliable.
Mm. I mean, they are
Ish.
40 years old now. I mean, the southern ones have had a
Yeah.
refurbishment, but you know, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so uh, thank you. Yeah, so thanks all for watching the Downfast podcast, episode 19. Next week will be episode 20, the best podcast on YouTube. One for check out when the doors are open. Yeah, Ian 176. I got what you mean
Yeah.
now. Yeah, so thanks for watching. So it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Yeah, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you all later. Thanks everyone for coming to Ian 176 Ed Adventures, Simon T 74466, and more who I haven't had time to mention. But yeah, we'll see you later. Goodbye.